This episode is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV, episode 287.
Welcome to the jungle.
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Only 13 episodes to go before 300. And I am King Dolphin. I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars, also known as King Dolphin, and ruler of the greatest pod on YouTube. And I would like to welcome you all here. Tonight, we have the evil genius himself. You know what he does. You know him. You love him. You're afraid of his memes. Bet for hire. How you doing, brother man?
Hail, everyone. I'm still hot. It is still hot here. But hey, I got to say, I like that new intro, man. That's incredible. That's a stud you got there in the beginning. Let's see if I can impersonate that guy. This episode is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Did I get it? Did I nail it?
You got it. You nailed it.
Sweet.
You made it. Nailed it. All right. Before we get started here, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe, put some ducats in the bucket to help out the channel. And if you know people out there that want to be interviewed, please let me know. Let me reach out to them, and I will be happy to add them to the interview list. I'm still kind of lean for August, but I guess everybody is out doing summer things still. But we'll get this. We'll get some more interviews.
That's crazy to me when I realize that people actually leave the house and they do stuff.
Yeah, especially in this heat. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh my god.
And there's like other people out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. So true. Other human beings.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, I guess. They're not polar bears.
Well, there's one polar bear out there you got to worry about.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Hello,
Indeed.
Snort.
Hey, Snorty. How you doing? All right.
Oh, sweet. I'm not the only one with the motorcycles.
Yeah, they're over here. Yeah. Yep. Right now I am handling producer duties right now because Queen Dolphin, Sandra, had to go on an away mission. And,
oh boy. You know what that means? You're going to be seeing the Semper Gumpy video a lot.
Yeah, indeed. And actually, I pulled in front, so she's actually taking the black the Charger to her errand. So yeah, I know she's probably already gotten a couple of tickets by after
the fuzz.
Yeah, the fuzz is probably after her now.
So she's driving a Charger, so she's kind of like Daisy Duke.
Uh-huh. Yep, she's kind of like Daisy Duke.
Wonder if she jumped any bridges on the way.
I don't know. No, we don't have bridges around here.
Would you jump that car yet? It's a Charger.
No.
You got to get some air. You got to get some air, right?
No, I have not. But I will say this.
Okay, how about this? Have you gone really fast and said yeehaw?
Have not done that either.
Oh, you got to do that driving a Charger.
Well, I will say it does. I will say it does have an awesome acceleration. That is all I'll say.
You know what it's missing? I know what it's missing.
I am not putting.
No.
What?
No. Well, we already talked about the 01. You need to get an orange 01. Magnets, just magnets. Put them on, take them off. No, but what it's missing
On a black car.
yeah, it'll be the Mirror Universe General Elite.
Oh.
So you have the black car with the orange 01. It's the Mirror General Elite.
Oh.
But no, what you need a CB with the big giant whip antenna on the trunk.
Do they even do CBs anymore?
I'm sure they do. You can talk to the truckers.
Yeah.
10-4, good buddy.
Yeah, I'm like.
Got a bear down the road. Break them 1-9. Break them 1-9.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wondered. In fact, I even asked this question over the weekend. Do these trucks even have CBs anymore? I mean, they have antennas, but are they CB or something else? Truckers, if you're out there, let me know. So, and Snorter Pooper says, "Watch out, the Dolphin is unsupervised."
Yeah, that's never good for anyone.
Yeah, and
Except
not
for
only
Trike. Trike's going to tear that place up.
I don't know where Trike is right now, so I know I'm in trouble. So yeah, not only is the Dolphin unsupervised, the Dolphin is without a car. So it's like, oh boy.
So it's like you're unsupervised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. All right, so we have. Let me welcome people who are here. We have Legatus Legionii, the first one in, the last one out.
And on my last nerves.
And we have, let me do this right here. Especially now that he made his presence known. Snort up, super. Top screen. Hashtag roar. Yeah, let's do it. We got the Fat Man. It's going to be at a whole new level.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we got that out of the way. Hopefully we'll get some more people in. They're probably all out, all passed out because of the heat.
Well, Doomcock is having a members stream right now too.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
He's more popular than us.
I know. I can't.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, can't figure it out. Yeah, he could sing. Yeah, he can imitate things. But well.
He's funny too.
Yeah. Ouch. That hurts.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. We have the kiddie table.
Yeah, we have the kiddie.
Yeah, our jokes are bad. No, I'm saying Doomcock is funny. Harvey's terrible.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Harvey he's funnier than us.
Yeah. Hey, Max. Hail to Max Redstone. How you doing, pal?
Redstone. Meet the Redstone.
How you doing, buddy? And no, I haven't had a chance to try the HOTAS yet because I've got to print out the operating manual, which I just got due to thanks to Lenrod, who was able to find it. So I've got to figure out how to print it because it's like, however they scanned it, it was really, really pretty bad. And so it works with the program. It's just using the, making sure I've got the, Steam. Steam did not include a manual with the game. So it's like I had to go looking elsewhere, and Lenrod had to find it for me. And he only found the cadets version. All right. Thanks, Lenrod.
I'm of no help there, dude. I haven't played games since like Atari.
Uh-huh. So,
I put down my Atari, picked up a guitar, and never looked back.
of course. Thanks, Max. So, we got so Fat Man, how you been? You've recovered from the 10-hour marathon.
Of course. That's why I'm here. I needed my fix. I needed more.
We missed you Sunday.
Yeah, I hate that. One of these days I gotta like retire. I'm so overworking. It's like I'm done, you know. It's like I'm done. I need to retire already.
Mm-hmm.
It's interfering with this YouTube stuff, you know.
I know.
It's not fair.
I know. But we gotta get it. We gotta get YouTube so it can be providing us enough of an income that we can retire.
Or at least I have to find a different job or something, like different hours at least. Because like I was just saying, I was supposed to be on Manorama last night. I walked in the door when they were packing it up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody streams while I'm at work. Everybody's having fun and I'm working.
Yeah, because you work graveyard shift, don't you?
That's the thing, not really. I mean, you know, it's like I'm classified as night shift, but I kind of start in the late evening.
So swing shift, yeah.
And I work until I'm done. So I can't even say, okay, well, I'll be home at this time. So I don't know.
Okay. Legata says, just win the Mega Ball lottery. Problem solved. Yeah, right. You know the
only problem there is I have to start playing it.
Yeah, same here. I have better things to do with my hard-earned money than to go on or play the lottery. So I feel you, my man. I feel you. So, but yeah, we missed you. I hope you got to hear the stream.
Oh, you know I did. I already made a video. Remember?
Yes, I did. And it was awesome. Fettenstein.
Hey, as soon as I heard that I was a monster, I knew I had to clip that.
That was my attempt at Frankenstein.
We'll go with attempt. Well, that'll work.
Well, really, I can't do it because the YouTube monster, you know. This.
Oh yeah, blame it on that. Honestly, I've been pretty lucky. I've been playing stuff on my live stream. Well, not the last one, but the other ones, and I haven't gotten clipped for any of that yet. So either they didn't catch it, or I just sucked that bad. They didn't know what song it was.
Yeah.
Which is what I was talking to you guys about for the next PodCon. That's why here what we do are originals. Okay. We come up with a couple of originals so that when we messed them up, people don't know they were messed up.
True.
You know, we say it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Were you there when we wrote the song? No, you weren't.
Well, we did have one original. We had We Are the Pod.
Oh yeah.
We had Lenrod's song. But yeah,
that's a shame we couldn't get a good copy of that.
Yeah, I know.
With all of us playing on.
True. PodCon West. Ooh. Ah, boy. Oh, Vegas. PodCon in Vegas. Is Fett saying even YouTube does not want to mess with Fett for hire? Oh yeah.
Nope, not what I'm saying at all. They mess with me all the time.
Yeah. They mess with everybody. David,
if they wouldn't mess with me, I'd probably have a couple thousand subscribers by now. Instead of this whole crap of, you know, gain 10, lose 8 stuff. I mean, I know I'm creepy and whatnot, but I can't be scaring that many people away.
Nah. No. Max is saying yes. Oh, he wants a West Coast PodCon. Hmm.
Won't be long. PodCon will be global. It'll be a
Yes.
global phenomenon.
Yes, indeed.
Phenomena. Phenomena. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I apologize for the traffic. Like I sat here all day. It was like creepy quiet in this house all day. And now that I'm here, you're not hearing it? Cool. Thank God.
No, I'm not. Ha. That needs more meme videos.
Well, that would mean I'd have to make more memes. I've been slacking lately. I don't know. The whole creativity thing is diminished.
Well, everybody needs a break at some point.
But there's a certain point where it's break turns into slacking, and it's just I got to get motivated. I need motivation. I don't know. At least I guess a lot of it has to do with too. I mean, I talked about how last year was such a rough year. This year hasn't been much better. So
I know how you feel with that.
Yeah, hopefully the tides are soon turning for all of us. It's like, how much more of this crap can one person take? But anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Who should we put thoughts out there for? Yeah, put
you might as well just put an EB for everybody. Just put an
that'll
EB.
Work.
Yeah.
Put an EB. Put an EB out there for everybody who needs our thoughts and good feelings. Yeah. EB.
Just representing everybody, because it's been just like a whole crap show for everybody. So
indeed. Yes, indeed. Max says it's cloudy today. F-18s are flying directly overhead, not over the ocean. Cool.
Maybe they're going to bomb us and just end all our miseries.
Now that's
Blimey.
Yeah, PodCon Liverpool.
Time a kangaroo down. Wait, that's not
right. That's that way we can have Dalek. We can have Dalek invade. Need creativity? Just watch your Take It Sleazy if it does not get you going.
Well, it gets me going, but then after about 10 minutes, I'm finished and we'll move on.
Oh, I gotta say this, and I'm rarely into pop culture, but I just absolutely have to say this. I saw a repost of something that just made my blood boil. Yeah, it made my blood boil. It said that Taylor Swift, I hope Matt G comes over here or listens to it. He's over this first tweet said, Taylor Swift is a wonderful artist. There are no other people who have done 10-minute songs.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw that, and I had a repost. Okay, we got Arlo Guthrie. We had Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Wes Cagle put the rhyme of Iron Maiden. Pink Floyd. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, and I knew everybody, in the metal genre. I knew everybody was going to go with Maiden and like monomorph bands and stuff like that. So I went with Helloween. I mean, back in 1988, Helloween had a song called Halloween that was 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
So yeah, Taylor Swift isn't. She's the first female to have a 10-minute song. Like Jennifer, what's her face, was the first at everything. What's her name? I even forgot her name already.
Jennifer Lopez?
No, the blonde from Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Okay.
See, she was the first to forget, that I forgot in my mind. She's such a first, I forgot her name.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
where's she been? Where's she been recently too, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that in my blood boy because there's just so many. Like prog rock gets such a raw deal. It's virtually ignored. That I wish Hungry Boy was here. We'd really go off on it. That to see something like that meme just made me, it made my blood boil. Okay.
Well, it's on the internet, so it must be true.
Yeah, right. Baba O'Reilly, that's Swifty. Hello, Tim. FKHC 2005
Hey, brother.
is in the house. So yeah. And I was hoping that because I know I heard oh Legatus, you are amazing. Yes. Centerman, Desolation Row by Centerman from Nina Simone, Desolation Row by Bob Dylan, Pigs 3 different times. Don't forget Dogs on the same album. The End by The Doors.
So these were all over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The Doors. Good Lord. I couldn't. If you sat me in a room with 10 minutes of the organ playing from The Doors, I'm not walking out.
Is it
or I'd walk out.
Is it a good walkout or is it a?
Well, it would probably, my head would explode. I think it would either my head would explode or if you think I'm an evil genius now, I'd be like, you think I'm a monster now, that would be like unleashing the beast. If you sat me in, that'd be torture. Listening to The Doors. Every now and then. Matter of fact, they were just on earlier this week. They were on the radio at work, and I like Jim Morrison's voice, but that organ, it drives me insane. How can you sit and listen to that? Sorry for the people that like The Doors, but oh my God, I hate it. I can't stand it. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can take it. I can take it like the first couple seconds of it, but then 50 minutes later, shoot that thing. It's like a bug. It's like a bug swarming around your ear. It's like, go away. It's like a gnat.
Yeah. I'm Your Captain, Closer to Home, Grand Funk Railroad, Station to Station, David Bowie, Led Zeppelin, Achilles' Last Stand, and Kashmir. Don't forget Kashmir.
I forgot it.
And Marquee Moon. Yeah, there's so many. Oh, okay.
I know just about none of these. I know Brick in the Wall.
Brick in the Wall. 3 Days, Jane's Addiction, Coma, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I mentioned Alice's Restaurant, Tim. Do you know he actually put in one of his reboots of the song that he was talking about the missing time on the Watergate tape, and it was 18 minutes and something seconds, and he said, well, this song, just saying. So he, Nixon might have been listening to Isla Guthrie. And we got In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida.
I know that one because Slayer covered it.
These are just a few that are over 10 minutes. Yes, now that we've trashed the claim about Taylor Swift. songs that are over 10 minutes.
Well, everybody knows it's false, but that's what they're doing. They're rewriting history. They're telling you it, you believe it, end of story.
Yep. Get Ready by Rare Earth is 2132. Carcass by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Carnival 9 by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. So, okay. All right. All righty. So, all right. I had when we were talking about it on let me put this in for Tim. So I understand you kind of like MASH.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm by no means an expert. I heard on last Wednesday, I think it was, or no, Sunday, whenever it was, somebody brought up about MASH action figures and toys and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I actually have a couple. I
Well,
actually found them, which is even more incredible. So I can show them if you'd like. I have them right here.
Please do.
All right, give me a second. All right, so let's see. I actually have I have them in this old Empire Strikes Back case. These are just some miscellaneous toys from when I was a kid. We got Hawkeye.
That's Hawkeye. I didn't recognize. Well, obviously they didn't make actual. Now he looks like Honeycomb.
Yeah.
But Hawkeye doesn't look like Hawkeye.
Well, I mean, we're talking like late 70s, early 80s. Yeah. Now,
Klinger. Okay.
Yeah, they got the nose, and he's not in a dress. He's not even in a dress.
He's not in a dress.
And then I have Winchester.
Okay.
So
cool.
And then kind of going along with that, we were talking in the pod panel on Twitter. Carla Burton mentioned she had a sweatshirt. I used to have a t-shirt. I couldn't find a t-shirt, but it came with this. I actually have the MASH, still have it, Atari game.
Oh, wow.
Atari.
What was the theme of the game? You had to bring wounded people back, or?
Honestly, I don't remember. You'd probably have to look it up. I haven't played this game, since I was a kid, but I still have my games. So, yeah, you'd probably have to look that up. I don't remember. I think he flew a chopper or something, but I forget.
Oh, okay.
I thought I'd show some. I have a couple other ones here as I was going through this box. I even forgot I had these. I have an old Captain Kirk.
Oh, wow.
From the movie.
Yeah.
We got a Commander Adama from Battlestar.
Oh, that is cool.
Got a Tweaky from Buck Rogers. Beady. Yeah, a little Tweaky. And then I have some other things. Well, this one here, I don't know. I guess that's the Flash. Yeah. I got some other weird toys too that I have no idea what they are, but I remember I like them. Like this guy. I don't know what this is. But I think these are like old Japanese robot toys. I always like this guy because he reminded me of like Voltron or something.
Yeah.
Which
that's Mazinger. Yeah.
Are you talking Mazinger Z?
Yeah.
It's similar. I wish I had a Mazinger Z. I do have all the old Voltrons. One of these days I'm gonna have to dig them out. Like the big Voltrons and Transformers. I have a lot of Transformers too, but I always intended on getting around to doing a video. I don't even know what this guy is, but this is all metal.
I actually had I bought it in Italy, and I got a Daltanius. It was a triple part. Hold on a second. It's coughing.
All right, while you're doing that, I thought I'd show this. Since I found Tweaky, I forgot I had this too from Buck Rogers.
Ah, cool.
Ship.
They're fighters.
Yep.
Hail Fez. Hail brother man.
Brother John.
Hey
Now
John.
those MASH guys, I never had GI Joes. My nephews had GI Joes, so that was kind of like the whole thing. I talked about it before. I had Star Wars, they had He-Man, and one of them had GI Joe. So we played with those there. We played with Star Wars here. But seeing the MASH figures reminded me of this, and I actually found this. These are kind of the same. This is all the A-Team.
Oh, cool.
They're kind of like GI Joe. Some of the stuff's falling out in the box, and I think it's missing a piece or two because this was well played with. And the thing I liked about this, I think every little boy, especially back in the 80s, had the little plastic soldier with the parachute that you threw up in the air and he came down with the parachute.
Uh-huh.
Well, this kind of took it to the next level because with these harnesses here, you could put the figures in them and you could throw them up in the air and they would parachute down and stuff. But I still have this even.
Yeah. And hello, Sandra.
Hail Queen Dolphin.
Hello, Queen Dolphin. And now I am supervised.
To go along with that, I found the bigger A-Team guys. We got Face Man.
Okay.
We got Howlin' Mad Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Yeah. Got Amy.
Amy, she was from the first season.
Yep. We got I Love It When a Plan Comes Together.
Yep.
Hannibal.
And B.A.
B.A. Baracus.
Yep.
And I even still have his little tool chest. Probably dumped this in, but I think they're all they're all little tools in there.
Oh,
when they in there. But yeah, I'm kind of scared to get them out because the cats will eat them.
Yeah.
But yeah. They're still even in there.
Cool.
Well, yeah. I had this one thing too. I couldn't find it today. If I do, I'll have to bring it back on the show or something.
Yeah.
It was kind of, I think it was a Japanese toy. It was kind of like a Transformer. Man, I love the thing so much. I remember his name was Trux, Truxx, and he was this blue and white. He like transformed into a truck, I think a jet, and a robot, and just like this bootleg thing. And I loved it. But so looking for that, I did find this. I thought John might get a kick out of this. Now I think this is from like the 90s or something. But the Fuller Brush Company used to go to my mom's house. And, they'd have like a catalog. You could order a different thing, back brushes and soaps and stuff like that. But they occasionally had toys. And I think that's where I got this. And I thought this was so cool for such a weird little thing. And I thought John would like it because it's a fire truck. But check this out. You just kind of flip this around like this. And boom, it's a paramedic truck.
Oh, cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. I thought John might get a kick out of that.
Cool. Yeah,
But
well,
yeah.
this robot I had, and I showed it once, and I will probably bring it back out on a Just Cuz. But you had a humanoid robot, a human-looking robot, and you had a lion, and you had a jetcraft. The human became the head. The lion was the torso, chest and torso, and the jetcraft became the feet, and also launched the arms. Yeah, it was a real cool thing. I've had that since the 80s.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I'll bring that back. I've got a bunch of toys, but I'll have to dig them back out.
Yeah, like I said, one of these days I gotta, like my Voltrons, man. A lot of there wasn't that much love for the vehicle Voltron, but I love that thing. I have that thing. That was so cool because what was it? I think it was 15 vehicles would transform into the robot, but then you could also break down like 5 a piece into 3 separate vehicles, and one was like an air, one was land, one was sea, and stuff. I thought that was so cool. But yeah, I got to break those out too. Those are pretty cool. I got a buddy at work anyway. I mentioned to him because he recently was trying to decide whether he wanted to get a hold of an Optimus Prime because he always loved Optimus Prime. And I said to him, I have an Optimus Prime. He's in my closet somewhere with my my Voltron. He's like, you have Voltrons? I gotta see him. And I keep telling him every time. It's such a project to just. I have so much crap in my closet, but one of these days I'll take them out and show them.
I used to have Optimus Prime, Power Master. I used to have a Headmaster, the Headmaster Bat, and I had some other Transformer stuff. And in my various and sundry moves, they have disappeared.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't have many Transformers, and the ones that I do have, I still have them. It's only a handful, and I still have the boxes that they were out of the boxes at one time. Some of them are a little mangled because I got them when I was a little kid. You know how you were; you just tore the stuff open to get to the toy. But I still have a lot of them. I know I do have. I remember that I have Omega Supreme somewhere, the big giant play set. I do have that.
Oh, okay.
I know I have Optimus Prime. I have a couple of the jets. I love Starscream. I always loved Starscream. I love you. You're never gonna guess why, because how evil he is. How he was like, yeah. I love Starscream. I have a couple jets. I know I have a Starscream. I know I had like a truck called Trailblazer. I forget. One of these days I'll dig them out.
Okay. Let's see. Legata says, in the MASH game, players are tasked with controlling a helicopter and army doctors at varying points.
I thought it involved a helicopter.
Tim says, anything by the dead is over 10 minutes. And Snort says, speaking of music, Islamic terrorist threats have forced the cancellation of a Taylor Swift concert in Vienna. Everyone is a critic.
I saw that.
Yeah. And there's kisses to Sandra. Kisses to Sandra. Let's see. Plastic Army Men. Oh, yeah. You know, I grew up in the day of the 12-inch G.I. Joes. And unfortunately, I was never allowed to have one. And I was heartbroken. And Tim says, well, the show was fun while it lasted. Now that Sandra has shown up. And hail Pudgy.
Hail Pudgy.
Hail Pudgy. Pudgy is waving and hugging everybody.
Hail Pudgy and hail Cobalt, I assume.
Yep. Hail Cobalt.
Let's hope he's supervised.
Yeah. Cats do eat the strangest things.
Yeah, they sure do.
Sandra is home to keep the dolphin in check and foil any escape attempts by Trike. Yeah. And Sandra remembers the Fuller Brush Company. So do I. Yeah.
There's some cool stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Tim, I have Sandra has added you to her fan club now. You're only 39. Yeah, I don't think I had a headmaster. I think I did. Of course, I lost it. Let's see.
I know I even have. There were actually 3 Voltron toys you could get. I remember the vehicle Voltron was considered Voltron 1. The Lion Voltron was considered Voltron 3. And then apparently there was an Voltron that aired only in Japan, I think, that consisted of 3 robots. It's just kind of stacked on top of each other. And I don't know that the cartoon, well, probably now you could watch it, but I know when I was a kid, I couldn't even see it. I never even saw that version of Voltron, but they did sell the toys here in the US, and I do have those 3 robots as well. But they were kind of lame. They just stacked on top of each other. Nothing. I mean, it's hard to beat the Lion Voltron, though. Let's be honest. I mean, that was super cool.
Legata says, not crap, collectibles.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Crap-lectables. I mean, collectibles. I don't know. I just always feel like my stuff is crap.
If Mr. Raymond ever gets the U.S. flag from G.I. Joe, Sandra getting a hotel. Okay.
Oh, the big giant ship.
Oh, yeah.
Place that. Yeah.
Oh, the USS flag.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Yeah, I know. It is. Nah. You take care, Max Redstone.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, but here's what you do.
What?
See, that's an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
You,
Huh?
right, you like tell Sandra she can practice her takeoffs and landings. Put it
Yeah.
down in the basement. Don't tell Sandra it's a GI Joe toy. Just tell her it's a training device.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sandra's not listening. She's not going to watch his son a replay. Just tell her you found this really cool, really super expensive training device that we must have.
Yeah, I like that. Hail Max Redstone.
And when you're down there and you're playing, but she thinks she's training, just tell her when she's taking off and she's landed, she has to make the noises. Whoosh. Tell her it's mandatory.
Yeah. Well, she could also do it on my airport diorama, which I have to eventually complete.
Yeah, but you already have that. You want the USS Flag.
Yeah.
We got to lay down the groundwork for you to get it.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah. Okay, nothing's been thrown at me yet, so she's not even paying attention.
See?
And here she is being a killjoy. Don't forget, I had 2 boys and a brother. I know about GI Joes. Let's see.
Hail, Tina the Naughty Dragon.
Hi, Tina. How you doing?
I like the name.
Yeah.
I like anything naughty. You
Holy
wouldn't have thought that, would you?
no. Holy moly, that is big. Here, let me.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the biggest place that ever made.
Let's see. I got it.
FKHC said the second Voltron was a Lightspeed Electroid Albagas, aka Voltron Gladiator. Yeah, the Gladiator Voltron. Yeah. He's right. Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah, look at that.
See, Raymond, here you go. Okay, here's what you do. You have your airport. Okay. You make some sides to it, like it's up on a mountain or like it's an island. And then you paint the floor like water, and then you put that thing out. That's the aircraft carrier down in the. You got like a whole thing going on.
Yeah.
You got the airport. You got the aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I like it. Good idea.
Hey, and then your airport, it could be in Japan, right? So then you need a big giant Godzilla. Out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the carrier number, hon. He says there's no such thing as a runway 99. No, it's 66. It's the carrier number 66.
See, look at this is why you need this. Sandra's already learning things from this playset. I mean, an instructional device that you must have in your life.
Yeah. Tim says that's a few $100 down the crapper. God, I wonder how much. Well, let's see. I wonder how much that was.
Well, it's not down to crapper when it's something you love. The things we do for love.
Holy. Oh, yeah, I would be in a I would be going into a hotel. Look at these prices for vintage.
Yeah, man, they really get you, don't they?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I stopped collecting. It wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because
as a kid, you want to open it up and you want to play with it. You want to get it, you want to play with it, and
well, that's why they shaft you so much on the things that are still in the box nowadays, because not many boxes survive little kids, so that's why they screw you.
Yeah,
you're really paying for the box.
$5,300 for a boxed version of it.
And it's a racket too, because they'll say, "Oh, stickers never applied," but yeah, after this many years, like a sticker sheet's no good anymore. So it's not like you can put them on if you wanted to.
$49,000.
I believe it. Totally believe it.
Well, look at. I just saw an article a little bit back, and hello, Tina the Naughty Dragon, who says, "Hi, Dolphin Fez, FKHC, Pooh Bear, Legatus, and Sandra."
Hello, Tina.
Hello, and
Well, that's
someone
like me.
says,
Hey, as a Star Wars fan, okay, I have a pretty big collection, but it's nowhere near complete. Look up an original rocket firing Boba Fett one time.
mhm.
You could buy a house, a really
Yeah.
nice one.
Yeah, I saw an article that issue 1 of Spider-Man is about 1.5 million.
That's
I'm
it.
like, no, I'm sure it's more than that. Huh. Watch out, Sandra will request to buzz the tower, and she's already said at 2,000 I'd be in trouble. Is there one for 2,000? 27, one for 1,500, one for. Okay, move on.
Well, that's the only good thing about them killing off pop culture is that, well, their toys, their merchandise from this newer stuff already isn't worth anything.
Mhm.
And I've already seen, I don't keep an eye on many things very much at all anymore, but I've already seen where even vintage stuff has dropped and then it's gone back up and then it drops. And so, the rate they're going, everything's going to be valueless. So wait a minute, that makes me sad because that means the stuff I already own is going to be valueless. But I don't know.
A rare unpainted prototype of a rocket firing Boba Fett action figure is for sale for an asking price of $225,000.
See what I mean?
Wow.
See what I
Yeah.
mean? I have a prototype. It's painted. I have a reproduction. I'm happy with that. It was a mail away, just like the original.
Yeah. Let's see. Tim
But
says,
it's also something like I was saying before. I don't understand why you can get a new rocket firing Boba Fett now. So you're saying that back in the 70s or 1980, a little child could have choked to death on a rocket, but today they won't. What's the difference? I don't understand that.
yeah. True. Let's see. Tina the Naughty Dragon says, as a big old girl nerd, me and my brother shared that massive Millennium Falcon playset. What about 8 different? I'm not sure if she said with, but what about 8 different figures?
I still have my Falcon. I still have almost that. It was one good thing about my parents. They really didn't, they didn't really throw my stuff out. They hung on to it. And when I moved out, I gradually brought it all with me.
I was collecting comics when I was a kid, and my dad never liked it. My mom, but I would always buy 2. I'd buy 2, one to keep and read, and the other one to cut up the pictures and use those as to play superhero stuff with them. And then after I said, this was when I was in high school, after I said, oh, I'm done with collecting comics, he took them all and tossed them. When I grew up, I realized, oh man, there were some collector's items. I had giant size X-Men, the debut of the Wolverine team. I had the first issue of that, and I think that's still worth a nice chunk of change.
It says Color Forms G.I. Joe. I had some Color Forms when I was a kid. I know I still have a Spider-Man one from when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure that's still in my bedroom. I know I had a Spider-Man color forms.
Mhm.
I seem to remember having a Star Wars, but that's one thing that I don't seem to have from when I was a kid still.
Hmm.
There were also things I remember. There was color forms always make me think of these other things. I can't
Mhm.
remember the name of them, but they came in sheets, and they kind of look like a sheet of color forms. But I think you cut them out and you put them in an oven, and they baked into like the shape of the. I
Yeah,
think
I
you
remember those. I
remember
don't
those
remember.
things?
Yeah, I do, but
I
I don't
never even
remember
thought
the
about
name.
those until now. But yeah, I miss those things too.
Yeah.
I often think of stupid things just pop in my mind. You remember, I never got a pair, but I was so jealous of anybody that had them. I remember seeing commercials for gloves when I was a kid. They were called Freaky Freezies or something like that. When you put them on, and I think when they got cold, like graphics would appear on them, like maybe Star Wars or GI Joe, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember those Freaky
Mhm.
Freezies or Freezy
Yeah.
Freakies or something?
Yeah. Legata says now those toys are aimed at purchased by the adult collectors, not meant for kids. Yeah, kids don't need that stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah.
clear. That's another reason why I stopped collecting because, like, I had a pretty sizable collection of the Star Wars Vintage Collection, which is called the Vintage Collection, but really they've only been around for maybe about the last 15 years or so.
Mhm.
But what I would have to buy two because I'd buy one for me to put away,
Mhm.
and then buy one because my daughter played with more Star Wars toys than Barbies even. So I would have to buy her one to open. And I swear to
Wow.
God, we'd walk in the door and I would like we ripped the thing open, and then like 2 seconds later, she'd be, "Hey, can you put this foot back on? Can you put this hand back on?" It's like seriously, they're not made for kids.
No.
They're so delicate.
Yeah.
But
Fed
yeah, I think
says
I was just talking about that.
shrinking
Like
things.
I still have my
Shrinking.
3 and 3/4 inch Star Wars figures from when I was a kid. Those things are still like they're. Well, I mean, there's paint rubs and all, but they're still in pretty decent because they're almost indestructible.
Do you remember back in
Shrinky
the
dinks, yeah, that's what they were.
yeah, shrinky dings? And along that line, do you remember the first quote unquote video game? It was called Winky Dink.
Winky dink.
Where yeah, Winky Dink.
That
It
sounds
was
nasty.
yeah, well, it was the story of a kid, and what they did is they gave you a you go and send for one. They give you a plastic sheet and a grease pencil, and on the TV show, they would tell you to draw. They would tell you to draw on the sheet, um, whatever they told you to do, and it would come alive on TV.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. I'm sure Legatus is already checking into that. He says just last. No, that must be Andy
Andy.
Masterson and his Laboratory of Mayhem. Kids are on TikTok video games. Adults are the collectors. True that.
Yeah.
True that. Yeah.
That's why
I've
they
got
really need to rethink their strategy on this whole pop culture thing because that's why all their toys are going to Ollie's.
merchandising, where the real money of the movie
Yeah.
is made.
They really need to start making the adult collector happy again is what they need to worry about.
Yeah. Hail yogurt. Merchandising.
Are you excited for the sequel?
Not really, because I know it's problem. Mel Brooks is 90 something years old, so he's probably not got anything to do with it. And so, no, I am not excited for that one at all.
Well, the big question also is Rick Moranis going to be involved? Because it doesn't, how are they going to pull it off without him?
Yeah.
I mean, you could put, and it's unfortunate that John Candy couldn't be in it either, but I
Yeah.
almost feel like you could pull that off with almost anybody else, without anybody else. But how are you going to pull it off without Dark Helmet? Sorry, I can't speak all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I don't know if Rick Moranis is retired or what.
I think they should just leave it alone.
No, I agree.
How are you going to top that movie?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Half of Mel Brooks's movie. Well, no, all of Mel Brooks's movies you couldn't redo now. I mean, come on. Blazing Saddles. It's 12.
And I mean, honestly, most of them. I mean, they better never touch Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That's in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You simply right because you can't replace Gene Wilder, in my opinion.
No. You can't.
That's why none of these Willy Wonka reboots or whatever you want to call them work.
Yeah.
Because Johnny Depp is not
Mhm.
Gene Wilder. Just not.
Yeah.
I don't know who even thought that would be a good idea, because that's kind of going the exact opposite of Gene Wilder. Because Johnny Depp always plays those, those goofy, lovable.
Mhm.
Gene Wilder played him as cold and creepy, and that's why I love that Willy Wonka.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Legata says, no, wait, I did that one. Oh, yeah, we're throwing things. You're ending up in the pit. Just head to the pit. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Things when John says stuff like that, it doesn't even bother me anymore, because all he wants is an eclair.
Oh no, he's
just
going
give him an
to
eclair.
See, we have a third option. We had the slap shot table. We had and now we've got the pit. So
yeah, but I don't think that's pit worthy. I mean, Adam Driver's not a bad dude, from what I can tell.
He's just written.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's one of them out of that cast that, like, he really wants nothing to do with Star Wars because he knows it's a train wreck.
Yeah. One collector's movie trivia, movie TV memorabilia, while the other creates collect dolls, is what I meant. Okay.
Dolls, man, that's one thing. You mentioned G.I. Joe's, the 12-inch. I never had the Kiss dolls. That was one thing that bummed me out. And what bums me out the most about it is as much as I love Kiss, when it came to toys, I preferred Star Wars. So I probably had the option to get Kiss dolls at one point, and I went with Star Wars toys over it. But man, I really wish I had the Kiss dolls. And
I remember the Kiss dolls.
Yeah, I can imagine what they're going for. I remember we used to go, my family and I used to visit this one family about a town over from us here. And there was a kid that lived next door that had the Kiss dolls. So that was the first thing we do. We're supposed to be meeting with family, but me and my nephews and stuff run next door. Billy home. Yeah, cool. You got your Kiss dolls? Yeah, cool. Let's play.
Sandra says Gene Wilder played Wonka as a psychopath. He was creepy and perfect for the role. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yo, dude, that scene in the first Willy Wonka where they're on that boat, the paddle boat going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Was more nightmare fuel to me than Halloween, Friday the 13th, anything from back then in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
It was creepy. It creeped me out more than any horror movie did.
Yeah. Let's see. Werewolf, their castle. Why are you talking that way? I thought you wanted to. And Fez says, who's the evil one now? Nah.
He's really working hard at that.
I know. He's working to usurp you. I don't know. You may have to watch your back there.
Yeah, you may be right about that.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe this was the plan all along. Look, he's Fez forever.
Yeah.
That's like my old avatar.
Yeah.
Now he's throwing evil stuff out there against the wall.
Uh-huh.
He starts making memes. I'm going to be out of a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
He plays guitar. Holy crap, John. Raymond, I'm on my way out.
Oh, he plays bass.
Yeah, but he plays guitar too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought he only played bass.
Well, I think almost every bass player dabbles in guitar and vice versa.
Yeah. Or plays the drums.
I've dabbled at the drums. I'm not that great. I always wanted a drum set to horse around with, but like my buddy turned me on. Well, the guy who used to play drums for my band, he had like a Export Series double bass Pearl drum set and everything, and it's like it was so huge. I felt so little behind it. I was like, screw it, I'll stick with guitar. I can reach the strings.
It's just that it's Wednesday. No fear after midnight. Okay.
What, John's like a gremlin? You can't feed him after midnight?
Yeah. True. I did used to play drums until Dad got a night shift job. Then I needed something with a volume control. Ah.
Yeah. I told that story on here before. I was told no, Dave, point blank, no drums. Too loud.
Yeah. But now you've got the little mufflers. The goddess says, I have the Monty Python dolls still in boxes, most of the original Mego Star Trek dolls, and the 1994-99 ones too. Ah.
Oh man, my cousin, who actually used to live in this house, had he had a couple of the Mego Star Trek dolls, and he had the transporter. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Play set where you put the figure into one side and you spun it and it looked like he disappeared. I wanted that so bad.
Yeah, I remember that. Midnight I go back to humble and lovable me. What are you, a mirror universe, Fez? That's what it is. He's the mirror universe Fez. Okay. Going back to MASH, who were your favorite characters, and did you like it better after they did the big character switch over?
I didn't mind it. I honestly, I was so young when it aired originally.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember, like I wasn't so emotionally attached to the original cast that I can even speak on that, because I kind of watched it more when I was a teenager and the reruns on TV, and by then they were just playing them all broken up or whatever, and so
you either got the honeycut version or the Trapper version.
Yeah, it just bounced all around. I didn't mind any of it, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, what was his name when they brought in the dude that played Sherman Potter?
Harry Morgan. Yeah,
I really got a kick out of him in that role. It's kind of like I always compared it to Three's Company. Like I liked Colonel Blake, but I don't know. Colonel Potter was just kind of like the shot in the arm I thought the show needed. The same way with Three's Company. Like, I loved the Ropers, and I was so bummed. I do kind of remember when they left the show and got their own show when I was a kid. I was so bummed. But bringing in Don Knotts was such a shot in the arm for Three's Company. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I love Don Knotts. And I equate the same thing with Sherman Potter. It was just, I don't know. I think the show needed it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I watched. I did not like Wayne Rogers as Trapper John. I did not like him at all. And I definitely did not like Larry. I didn't like Larry Linville. I forgot his name. I only know him by the actor or Ferret Face.
Oh, Frank Burns.
Major Burns. I did not like him.
See, he's another one where now I equate that to the Dukes of Hazzard, because when I was a kid and I watched the Dukes of Hazzard, of course I loved Bo and Luke Duke and the General Lee and stuff. But now as an adult, when I watched the Dukes of Hazzard, I realized what a comedy duo that Boss Hogg and Roscoe were. They make the show for me now, even more so than the Duke Boys. Same kind of thing there. Like, when I was a kid, I remember I couldn't stand Frank and the whole Hot Lips thing, and I was kind of glad when they tamed that down, and but there are times like now, older me thinks that Frank was actually kind of funny. So I don't mind Frank as much as I used to when I was a kid.
Yeah. I watched the Dragnet movie earlier today. Harry Morgan reprised his Ganon role.
Yeah, Harry Morgan.
Yeah. That says early MASH good, preachy MASH bad.
Well, I always thought Alan Alda, okay? Even before I knew what preach he was, he just kind of get on my nerves with how he knew everything. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. He kind of always bothered me, but
Yeah.
he wasn't
I
my
do-
favorite part of the show.
No, I do think at the final episode he did shine. The way he came out as a after the nervous breakdown.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought he shown on that one, but I agree with you. There were times that I was done with Alan Alda.
I do have the entire show. I think even
Mhm.
it includes the movies on DVD. One of these days, if I ever have the time to just sit down and watch some stuff, that's on my list to rewatch that. I got a lot of. I've been over the last several years. I picked up a lot of old things. Like I have MASH. Let's see. I picked up Emergency. Emergency was a show that I remember I loved as a child. I loved it. I still have some toys from that show. And then I remember, I want to say maybe early 2000s, it came on TV around here, and I started watching it, and I thought it was the most boring show I ever saw in my life. Didn't understand. I guess the kid in me was fascinated by the fire trucks or something. But now, recently, I did pick it up on DVD, and I love it all over again. I don't know. It's weird. Not bored with it at all. But I got a lot of old stuff, like I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched. I'm really digging the old stuff, like big time.
I have been trying to find series like Combat, series like Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. I have the entire Lost in Space series.
I can barely even remember Combat, but that was another one of the shows that, like I always said, my nephew always stayed at my house. We were close in age. We were like brothers. And we'd always, lights out at my house was 9:00, but we'd still sneak down and watch Star Trek at 11. And Combat was another one of those shows we would watch. And I remember we had favorite characters, but I can't remember them at all. But I did dig the show.
Hello, Miss Catonic Madman. How are you?
What's up, buddy?
And welcome, sir. Please like and subscribe. Sandra says, loved Emergency, the only accurate firefighter show ever. Sandra, of course, she's saying Randolph Mantooth. Fez said, my sister had his poster on her wall for years.
You can't beat classic TV, man. Like there are very few things in my life that I was always a miserable person. I don't know. Life was bleak and depressing, but there were a few TV shows that just made my life better. Dukes of Hazzard, being the Munsters. Oh my God.
The Munsters.
Right. The Munsters, when I first started buying DVDs, that, when they came out with the box sets of those were some of the first DVDs I ever bought. That is just such like comfort food to me, the Munsters. And the fact that there were only 2 seasons, man, I swear when I was a little kid, it just seemed like that it was endless. I can't believe there are only 2 seasons. Another show that they tried remaking, and I haven't even seen the movie just because it looks like crap to me, which I expected from Rob Zombie, but you can't touch Fred Gwynn. And listen, I love Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yeah.
Right. Lily, I had a crush on her as a kid. But I mean, the chemistry between Fred Gwynn and Al Lewis, you can't duplicate that. It's just it's impossible. He was Herman and Al was Grandpa, period.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
No disrespect. I love the Addams Family as well, but I don't know. They didn't do it for me like the Munsters did.
Yeah.
Something about how they managed to work the, the fast speed. They'd speed the film up for every episode here or there to have it, the action speed up and stuff like, I don't know, there's something about it.
Tina says the whole family would watch Emergency. Yeah. Yeah, it was at my house, it was either westerns or cop shows.
Yeah, it was always cop shows in my house. I'm surprised westerns weren't more of a thing because my dad, man, my dad didn't. He was like me. He didn't leave the house much, and if my mom went out, I usually went with her. And when we got back home, my dad was miraculously watching Hee Haw, right?
Mm.
We don't even know of him being a huge country music fan, but he was watching Hee Haw. I think it had to do with like all the jean shorts and stuff on that show.
Yeah,
That's my speculation.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Rob Zombie Monsters was so bad it was almost good in a bad way. Yes, I do, Fez. I love that show. I loved SWAT, the original one.
I don't remember that. Maybe if I saw it. I used to watch almost anything when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't remember who was on it, but I always remembered watching that.
Although you could tell by all the toys I have that I was a huge A-Team fan.
Yeah, the A-Team was the bomb.
I absolutely love the A-Team.
Yeah.
And that show that's casting was so important there too, because if you watch the original pilot to that show, there was a different guy played Face, and it just wasn't the same. It had to be Dirk Benedict. Matter of fact, one of my favorite things about the A-Team, being a huge original Battlestar Galactica fan, was just in the opening where the Cylon would walk in front of him.
Yeah.
And he would like stop in his tracks and look.
And he goes, huh.
Yeah, I mean, because you didn't like that breaking the fourth wall stuff really didn't happen back then. I was like, well, there's a Cylon. And he recognized him. And when I was a kid, it mesmerized me. Chips. Legata says Chips, another one I loved. Chips. Oh, just the theme song of that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had those. Okay, I did have those 12-inch figures. But last I knew, they weren't in too good a shape. I did have Punch and John, yeah.
Yeah, Sandra remembers SWAT. Let's see. I heard that part of the issue with Rob's Monsters was after studio interference. He made sure to use the worst colors to get back at them for not allowing him to do the show as promised.
I heard that too, but I don't know. Just haven't had a desire to watch it.
Hello, Dad Man Walking. Hail, sir.
Hail, Dad Man.
How you doing, Dad Man? Give my regards to the missus.
Hail, Mrs. Dad Man.
Yes.
Legata says Barney Miller. I was just thinking about Barney Miller the other day.
Yeah.
I barely remember it, but yeah, I used to watch Barney.
Yeah. I remember Barney. And Snorty says, I remember they kept having to repaint the SWAT wagon so it didn't look black. Yeah.
Okay, so classic television theme songs. Which one really would you say is your favorite?
My favorite.
From back in the day.
Classic Okay.
There were so many good ones.
First off, let's disqualify Star Trek. Let's disqualify Star Trek because that's going to be my all-time favorite. See, I was
tough. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough.
It is
because there were so many good ones.
Yeah. I love.
Just think about the Love Boat. The Love Boat theme was even great.
Yeah. I loved Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Like I said, I liked combat. I even when Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea degenerated into Monster of the Week, I still liked it. But outside of those two, gosh.
No, geez, look it in the chat. I mean, holy crap. Green Acres, Hawaii Five-0, Welcome Back, Kotter. They were all great.
Space 1999.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island always tripped me out. Like they didn't think at first to include the professor and Marianne at the end of, the original.
Yeah. But they were a big part of it.
Yeah.
Who didn't have a crush on Marianne and her skimpy outfits?
Oh, I always dug Marianne. Somebody also, Legatus, Wonder Woman. Oh, Linda Carter. Them satin tights, man.
Yeah. Tuesday nights on NBC. A-Team, Hunter, Remington Steele. Yes, you couldn't beat that.
Yeah, I mean, the A-Team theme, as much as I love everything else. Oh, The Greatest American Hero. There's a fantastic theme song too. But it's hard to beat the A-Team for me because that had such a mix of it had the military drum beat, like an orchestral stuff, and then it kicks into the almost metal. Yeah, it's hard to beat the A-Team for me.
All I can Snort says, all I can remember about Chips is that you can multi-car speed pile up on the interstate without anyone being hurt. Yeah. In California, in LA, where you can barely move.
Hey, they drive like the stormtroopers shoot. Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, holy crap.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, that's my
favorite.
Listen, speaking of breaking the fourth wall, I may have spoke of this before, but I remember seeing it. Now again, that was even before it was alive, that show, but watching it in reruns. Okay, I didn't even know what the fourth wall was, but I remember an episode where that one or two of them would escape, but this one episode they all escaped. And when they were marching him back into camp, they were whistling the theme song. And I remember as a kid, I was like, "You can't do that!" But it was so cool.
I remember that. I have I have the entire series on DVD.
I have it too, man. I have that. I have F Troop. Try pulling that off nowadays. White dudes painted up as Indians.
I was a huge Columbo fan and have the complete series on DVD, including the later TV movies.
Okay, now we're talking Dynasty in Dallas. Now you're kind of getting out of my wheelhouse.
Space 1999.
I never really saw Space 1999 to the best of my knowledge. Now, a while back, I did start watching. You can watch it on YouTube. I was watching some, but I don't know why I never saw it. I guess maybe.
How about UFO?
I never really saw. They just they mustn't have played it around this area because anything space I would have watched. But I never really saw those. UFO I've never even seen.
You ought to check out UFO. It is awesome. Wonder Woman always got my Dada to run for the living room.
Wonder Woman always got me Gaga.
Snort like the combat music. Oh yeah.
I don't really remember it.
Green Acres had a good theme song, which we hear on Friday Night Frolics with Doomcock.
Green Acres was a cool show.
Yeah. Welcome back, Kata.
Welcome back.
12 O'Clock High. Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't remember that one.
Gilligan's Island. Yeah. I watch a clip of someone. I watch a clip of someone who put all the guest stars on Love Boat. It's interesting to see who was on the show.
Oh man, just about everybody back in the day.
Yeah.
That was the show to be on.
Blake Seven. I've never seen Blake Seven.
Nor I.
Hi, Wes Cagle. Hey, Wes Cagle. Yeah. Who says Chico and the Man? Yes. All along with the All in the Family and the various reboots and stuff like that. You had All in the Family, you had the Jeffersons, you had Sanford and Son, you had Chico and the Man. Yep.
No, man, All in the Family. Talk about another show that you couldn't do now.
Nope. None of them. Not Chico and the Man, not Stanford and Son. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you. Even Hogan's Heroes, they're talking about doing a reboot. But
no, leave it alone.
Yeah, there's no way you could.
No.
They were talking about the descendants of the prisoners. I'm saying no. Magnum PI. I was never big into Magnum PI.
I went through a phase where I watched it, but never super big on
Dynasty, Dallas.
I know somebody shot JR. That's about all I know from Dallas. I remember like the world almost shut down when JR got shot.
Yeah. Flipper.
Yeah.
Flipper.
Just discovered recently that my box set's missing. I used to have Flipper. Yeah.
F Troop, yeah. They changed the theme song because they actually sung I guess at the early part of the seasons, the end of the Civil War was near, and all of a sudden I don't know whether it was on reruns or stuff like that, they got rid of the music or they got rid of the singing part of it. They had an animated picture of the characters, and I couldn't figure out why.
Maybe it has something to do with copyright. I have Married with Children. I have all the seasons of that, and it was just one of those things where I had the cash and I broke down and bought them all, and I brought them home and I started watching them, and the Love and Marriage song is not there, and I don't even feel like watching them.
Probably because of wasn't that a Sinatra song?
Yeah.
But
still, you think they just give them a kickback from that and keep the song, especially it's not like it was a cheap, nobody watched it show. That was a pretty big show at one time.
Yeah. Legata says, "Get Smart." Yeah. Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched.
Oh yeah.
The Drew Carey Show. The 5 o'clock World opening division.
I like Drew Carey. Drew Carey was cool back in the day. He was kind of a knucklehead now.
Yep, Snort. Oh, there's a trike. We've got a trike behind me. Hail trike. Melody Patterson was 16 when she was in Air Force. Where Indian fights are colorful sights and nobody takes a licking. Yeah.
Hawaii 5-0.
Wild Wild West. My dad hated. That was the only Western show my dad hated. Wild Wild West. Miss Katonic says Blake 7 is amazing and you're in for a treat. Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I never really watched many Westerns.
Super Friends, and Spider-Man. Don't forget the Fantastic Four. Johnny Quest.
I did like Super Friends when I was a kid.
Yeah. But I tuned off Super Friends because it was during their non-violence shtick where you couldn't have Superman punch somebody. They always had to do things punchless.
Well, for me, it wasn't even as much about the superheroes. I liked, wasn't it? What was his name? Ted White? Did he do Ted Knight? Yeah, didn't he do the narration for that?
Yeah, he also did the narration for the original Superman series.
See, I just loved his voice. I just listened to it for his voice.
Yeah.
Well, that was another show. What was his show? Was it Too Close for Comfort?
No, he did the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
No, but after that though, didn't he have his own show? Remember his daughters lived downstairs, and they had a roommate, Monroe, lived there.
No, that was Empty Nest.
No, I don't think that's right.
Empty Nest with Richard Mulligan. It had Christy McNichol and Dinah Minoff.
No, I don't think you're thinking of the same show.
Well, then they're
Ted Knight was like a comic book artist. He drew the cow.
Okay.
Space cow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, now that
Cosmic Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jim J. Bullock was like he lived in one of their apartments they rented out or something.
Yeah.
I think it was Too Close for Comfort.
Okay.
Anyway, that was a pretty good show.
On with the show. That's the thing. I did like Black Sheep.
I don't know that.
Robert Conrad. He was Pappy Boyington, and it was pretty much the unit he was in, the Black Sheep Squadron in World War II. Tim says, AKA shows that Norman Lear stole from the BBC or ITV. That's true. Jeffersons.
Moving on.
What up? Yep. Yeah, we said that. FKHC. That's holy. No reboot for Hogan's Heroes.
No, absolutely not. No reboot.
Not at all.
No
Not at
spin-off,
all.
no nothing. Leave it alone.
Yep. The original 5-0. Yep. Da, da, da.
Book 'em, Dano.
Yep. I did like the reboot up to a point. Then they got really off. They really jumped the chicken. They jumped the shark.
I only ever watched the original. Wes Cagle mentioned Adam 12. Yeah, I remember Adam 12. Oh, how about Car 54? Where are you?
Yeah.
Speaking of Fred Gwynn and Al Lewis.
Yeah. Wes Cagle said season 1 had words, season 2 had. Oh, yes. The Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah. I love the Muppet Show.
Gonzo.
Especially when it have like people like back when I used to like Mark Hamill, like when Mark Hamill would come on and C-3PO and stuff. Oh, man, that made my day.
When Paleface and Redskin both turn chicken. Ozzy and Harriet. Oh, yeah. The wide world of sports. And Hail Trike and Hail Trike.
Oh, if KHC said Happy Days, now we're talking. First lunchbox I ever had as a little kid, little fet going to like kindergarten. And I still remember one of the most traumatic events of my life, the first traumatic event that I remember. I can listen, I can't remember what I did 2 seconds ago, but I remember kindergarten, first day of school, walking in there. And there was like this back room where you put your jackets, and we weren't lockers or anything back then. It was just like this little room where you hung your coat up, and I put my lunchbox there, my brand new Happy Days lunchbox. And when I went back at lunchtime to get that lunchbox to handle, somebody busted the handle off of it. So I went that entire school year. My dad like wrapped some leather around it. I had a leather handle. Since I've replaced it, I have 1 second. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Tim says, have gun with travel. Yeah. Gunsmoke. Which was the longest running? Was it Gunsmoke or Bonanza? Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yep.
There you go, buddy.
Oh. You still have it.
Well, I got this off eBay at one point because this one has a handle. Don't know whatever happened to my other one, but if anybody comes across a lunchbox that looks like this with a leather handle, fevforhire@gmail.com.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, it was too close for comfort. But it sounds like they remade it with Empty Nest. You know, dad with 2 adult kids, 2 adult.
Wasn't Empty Nest? Was that a spinoff of something though? I remember Empty Nest.
Spinoff of the Golden Girls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were neighbors or something, weren't they?
Yeah, they were neighbors. Wes Cagle says, I remember watching a bunch of the Marvel cartoon shows from the 60s. Iron Man, Submariner, Thor the Hulk. Animation was real bad, but I still watched it. Yeah, the animation reminded me of when I cut up comic books and had superhero fights. The animation of those shows reminded me of that. Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yes. Let's see. Adam 12 and Emergency. Snort says, the life and times of Grizzly Adams are in My Cousin Bozo as Ben. It also had that guy with the beard in it. Hello, Dalek 451. How you doing?
Hey, Dalek.
Dalek. Okay. Little House in the Prairie and the Waltons. Yep.
Hey, little secret. I like Little House on the Prairie.
Okay.
I think it's a very wholesome, very cool show.
Yeah. Starsky and Hutch. Yep.
I watched that as a kid.
With the candy apple car with the white top.
Yep. It's one of the very few Fords. I do have a couple Fords in my 1/18 scale diecast car collection. I do have the Gran Torino.
I had a Fireball XL5 lunchbox. We're just remembering some of the old TV shows that everybody seems to remember.
Yeah, we're just being dorks.
Yeah, we're dorks. Okay. Fed says Gunsmoke ran longer. Okay. Gunsmoke had the most episodes before The Simpsons broke it. It started with trying to remember TV show theme songs and then went off the rails, as we always do. We always go off the rails, as usual. And Snort says, because we're silly and everyone's suffering from nostalgia. It was retitled The Ted Knight Show later on.
Too close for comfort.
Yeah. Oh, now we got the Bonanza versus Gunsmoke. Who was longer? Now Wes Cagel's chiming in with Bonanza. Okay.
I'm kind of biased to Bonanza, but only because what's his face was on there from Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. Number 1, Gunsmoke, 20 seasons, 635 episodes. 2, Death Valley Days, 18 seasons, 452. Bonanza only lasted 14 seasons, 431. Okay. Doctor Who, 1963 to 89. Yeah. Tim says, I Love Lucy. Yes.
That's a pretty good show.
Yeah. Yes. Interesting mix of American and British shows. Space 99 and UFO are both Gary Anderson shows. Yes.
Yeah, Fez says Michael Landon. Yeah, I didn't mean to call him what's his face. I meant no disrespect. I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Michael Landon. Charles Ingalls.
According to the all-knowing internet, it was Gunsmoke. Okay. Yeah, Michael Landon. Okay.
Captain Scarlet. Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's something I wish I had on DVD I could watch right now. Oh, yeah.
Supercar.
This is the voice of the Mysterons. We know you hear us, Earthmen.
My dad always claimed I was afraid of the show, Supercar. Another Gary Anderson.
Supercar.
Yeah, Supercar.
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah.
Knight Rider, I know that Supercar.
Oh, yeah. Knight Rider. KR Companion. Last of the Summer Wine. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't like it when it came to the season when it actually started to be a transforming car. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I didn't care for that much either. Yeah.
Not on that one. Ooh.
I was late getting into Knight Rider because I was such a big Dukes of Hazzard fan, like the General Lee car. And I remember my brother, he was like, man, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. You're going to love it. Mm-hmm. Once I started watching it, I did. He was right.
Yeah. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Anybody remember a show called Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Renegade, yeah.
Was his wife on there with him?
I think so, yeah. Oh, man, she was for a toxic young man.
Well, let me tell you what. I'm a fan of the Halloween movies, okay? Specifically the first Halloween. It's hard to beat that one. I can barely even watch Halloween 4 because I can't stand the mask in that. It's like the worst mask of all time, but I watch it because she's in it. Cops do it by the book, man. That shirt, oh my God. She wears that shirt in that movie.
Yeah. Now we're getting into the Super Mario Nation stuff. I've been watching a lot of that lately. Yeah. Okay. What was the car? What was the show that featured the Stutz Bearcat car? Late
Hmm.
60s, early 70s.
Not sure.
Let's see. Green Hornet, which was kind of a spin-off of Batman, because it was made by the same people. And the Green Hornet did do a guest showing on Batman. The Black Beauty, it was absolutely awesome.
Well, I think that's why I didn't watch that show much. I've seen the Green Hornet, but I was more of a 66 Batman guy.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, Bruce Lee was pretty great as
Yeah.
Kato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that car, oh my. And there was actually at the car show in town here, there was actually a version of it. There. I said to Sandra, hey, that's the Black Beauty. Let's see.
That's cool. That's very cool. But I take a Batmobile.
Yeah.
And it's a 66 Batmobile any day.
And William Conrad was the narrator on Rocky and Bullwinkle. Bruce Lee, yeah. Tina says, I think I'm having a brain aneurysm. Well, I hope not.
We tend to do that to people.
Yeah, we do. Welkies waits for a treat. Dalek says, supercar, which my dad says I was afraid of when I watched it. Fireball XA5, Stingray, Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, and two you may not know, Joe 90 and the Secret Service. No, I hadn't heard those.
No, I don't know those.
Yeah. Snort had the Fireball XL5 lunchbox. Oh yeah, fractured fairy tales, or fractured fairy tales. Yeah. Oh God, what was some? Oh boy, there were just so many.
Oh, Wes Cagle mentioned like the Croft Superstar stuff. Oh, Land of the Lost. Oh,
HR
Puffin
stuff.
Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah.
Lidsville.
Yep. The Bugaloos.
The Bugaloos. Oh yeah.
And how about the Banana Splits?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, did you know they made a horror movie of that?
No.
I kid you not.
I did not know that.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay. The Banana Splits with the three shows. You had a cartoon of the Three Musketeers. There was one other one, and then Danger Island with Jan Michael Vincent. And along those terms, Airwolf with Jan Michael Vincent. A ripoff of Blue Thunder, I thought. Yep. Bob Newhart show. Banana Splits movie. Tra La La Terror. Oh.
Yeah. Man. I kid you not, horror movie.
Oh, wow.
Kind of horrible to watch, too.
Oh.
That wasn't bad, I guess.
Yeah. I loved Airwolf, and Jan Michael Vincent was hot at that time. Yeah. I liked Airwolf.
Airwolf was cool. Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder was pretty decent, too.
Yeah. Airwolf was a ripoff of Blue Thunder.
Yeah.
For TV. Let's see. Bugaloos, they're in the air and everywhere, flying high, flying free. Oh, dear. Well. All right. The best use of the Banana Splits theme song was in Kick-Ass.
I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass, the movie.
Johnny Quest. I have the whole. Unfortunately, it only went for one season, but I got it, and it even came with their jet. In fact, hold on. Talk among yourselves.
Oh, great. He left me unsupervised. What was he thinking? Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed King Dolphin TV, because if Raymond doesn't come back quickly and leaves me here by myself to my own devices for too long, this channel will no longer be available. So everyone will have to go over and subscribe to Fed for Hire/youtube.com, where I'm sure you'll be amazed by the incredible quality entertainment you will find there. Fed for Hire is not responsible for any brain damage caused herein. Thank you.
Sandra said I left you unattended.
Yes, you're crazier than I thought.
I should have put up the separate Gumby thing.
Look I'm big and everything, man. It's like I took over King Dolphin TV.
For now.
Welcome to FET TV.
The Herculoids.
Oh, the Herculoids. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Herculoids were great.
Next. Up next. 2 girls, 1 blowhole.
Oh, Thundar the Barbarian, too.
Yeah.
Some good old Thundar.
King Dolphets TV. Hey, don't give him a big head. Okay, here. This besides the series, I got the jet. Dun, 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 dun.
Sweet.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
What?
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're here.
All right, having some issues.
Ah. All right. Man, it's almost. Yeah. The animated series of both Fantastic Voyage and Journey to the Center of the Earth. I remember Fantastic Voyage. I hated that the guy with the glasses. I wanted to find a way to choke him. What it had a scientist, the usual female, and the annoying creator, and a Hindu mystic. Oh no, what's this? Question.
Okay. So I do have one meme for today. So I wasn't slacking completely. And it is a question that needs answered. I need to know, is the world ready for a Fez dispenser?
Oh, no, it is not.
No? Okay. Well, I thought I'd try it out on your channel instead of mine.
No. Oh, sigh. And don't start giving him a big head.
Oops, too late.
Uh-huh. Really? That bad? Mm-hmm. Dalek, I looked at an episode a little while ago and say, what was I thinking? C-Lab 2021. Hopefully the one from the original and not the Cartoon Network version.
You know what C-Lab always makes me think of? That makes me always think of the Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
That was a great cartoon.
Oh,
What?
the battle.
Well, because in the American version, Keop and that was just like in the base at the bottom of the ocean, and the jet came out of the ocean and stuff. I don't know. C-Lab always just makes me want to watch Battle of the Planets.
Ah, okay. All right. This has been great, Fett. I've enjoyed you being here, and I know the chat's enjoyed you being here. Yeah, science. Not this one. Science Ninja Team Gotcha Man. Yep. Pink Panther, Inspector Jabberjaw, Captain Caveman, Dastardly and Muttley, Peter Potamus, and the Aardvark. Oh, yeah.
Jabba
Jabberjaw. Yep. Okay.
Actually, I have a Captain Caveman magnet on my refrigerator right now.
Oh, cool.
No joke.
Cool. All right. Fett, this was awesome. Awesome. And looks like we brought
We brought the boom.
yeah.
Whoops.
Oh,
That's dispenser.
first time on a Wednesday.
Had to light it up on the way out.
Yep, you did. Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a shame. I always love those shows. My top favorite will always be Thunderbirds. I may have to go back to it.
Thunderbirds are cool.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This was the temperature outside right now is hotter than the sun. That's fact. All right. So it's show notes time. Down, 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 the show notes. Down, 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 show notes. And Bet, you got to send them the Fez dispenser picture. See what you started?
I sure will.
Pod, yeah. Oh, if you're going to Pop Culture Breakdown, make sure you do a pod raid. Fett will be there tonight.
Sure will.
Fett will be there tonight. That's why we are shutting down early we besides the fact we both got to go to work tonight. Good night, all you silly folks. Take care, every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, Barrack, eagle, hedgehog, and Margay cat. Snorter Poopus Cuber is a wholly owned subsidiary of King Dolphin TV. Thank you, Snort. So, show notes. Right now, the next interview will be on the. Let me pull out my calendar. The next interview will be on Wednesday, the 21st. Lance Nielsen will be coming on for an interview. I think next week will probably be either Fantastic Four reviews, or I may have a special surprise for you guys. For a Surfside chat. I think, I'm thinking of trying something, and I may inflict it on you next week. Notice I said inflict. So, yes. So, look forward to that.
Kind of like the Agent Pepsi One theme song. He inflicts it on us.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And every Saturday will be a Just Cause. I don't have any away missions until I don't think I have any away missions till late for the rest of the month. I'll have to check with my producer. She runs my calendar. So I'll check with her, but I think we're all good on Saturday Just Cause. So Sandra says, I just pulled it up, Lee Goddess. You're ahead of me. Okay, that is show notes for tonight. And I am going to thank everybody who has come on board here. We had visiting the chat. We had the Dad Man Walking. Please check out the Dad Man and the and Mrs. Dad Man Walking. We had Tim FKHC 2005. We had Miskatonic Madman. We had Pudgy Hedgehog and Cobalt in the background. We had Tina, the Naughty Dragon. Good night, old naughty one. And we had Wes Kegel. Thank you. Regatta says, I think an episode like this should be called KDTV Rewind with Guest. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Rewind with Guest. I like that. Send that to me, Legatus. That way I can incorporate it. And Alex says, good show, even though I got on late. Well, we understand, Alex. You're in that different time zone area. All right. So that is all the guests we had tonight. And now my amazing wrenches. Starting out with Legatus Legionnaire. First one in, last one out. We had Dalek 451. We had John Rendell. We had Max Redstone. And last but certainly not least, with a backdrop from Trike. Yeah, see. Hail Trike.
Hail Trike.
Hey, Snora Pupas. Get that. Wait. Trike got me all conflunked. Snora Pupas. You bar. Dot stream. Hashtag roar. Roar. Great show. Great memory lanes. But you guys forgot the cinematic masterpiece. Yogi Bear. Back before he started becoming a poet. That's when Yogi Bear was good, right, Snort? Have a great time. See you Saturday.
Dun.
You know, he's not wrong. Yogi Bear back in the original was good until they made him a poet. Started having him talk in rhyme. That was the best. Fett, this was a great time tonight. I had a good time with you. It's always fun when you come on board, whether it's just cuz or over here.
Always great to be here. I'm surprised when people want me around.
We do.
Doesn't always happen.
We do. We love you, Fett.
I love you guys.
Ricochet Rabbit. Boing, boing, boing. Yep. All right. Hail a Trike. Okay, everybody. See you guys on Saturday. I love you all. Please, again, like, subscribe, send me people's names. If you want to help the channel, please put some ducats in the buckets. That way, Snorted Poopers doesn't send Guido Bear. Cousin Guido Bear.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza.
And Sandra says, good night, everyone. And Fez says, yay, Fett. All right, you guys have a good night. Take care. See you Saturday. I love you all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.